Alright, this is another demo of the Jubilee. Alright, here we go. I've got the Tokai. The Nova system is in the effects loop, but currently nothing is turned on. And I've got the power station kind of wrangling in the volume a little bit with the switches are set at the flat position, so there's not really messing with the tone at all. So here we go. Gain is at 9 o'clock, so fairly low, but this is a high gain amp, so nothing's really low gain with this thing. If I try to bring the volume or the gain down a little bit, you can see, I mean, it's still pretty crunchy, so it starts to fill out right around 9 o'clock there, so we'll kind of start there. Alright, here's the Austin boost. Alright, boost is off. Let's go up in the gain a little bit here. About 10 or 11 o'clock there. Alright, boosted. Alright, boost is off. Gain is at 2 o'clock-ish. Boost. Alright, boost is off, and the gain is at 3 o'clock. boost is off and the gain is all the way up. Here we go. Alright, boosted. Alright, I'm going to pull it back down a little bit and add some effects in here. A little room reverb. Alright, gonna boost that here. Alright, a little bit of delay. Alright, now I've got it on the 25 watt mode. This is half power, and I'm starting off very low gain. There's nothing in the loop going, so it's just bone dry right now. So here we go. This is with no boost or anything like that. Take the gain up some. Okay, gain up a little bit higher. It's about 1 o'clock. And now with the Eden Overdrive, the Austin Boost. Alright, let's take the boost back off, and gain is at 3 o'clock now. So it's kind of got about the same amount of saturation as it did before with the boost on, but it's got a lot more kind of girth in the lower mids and the bottom end. Still super clean sound, very articulate and clean sounding. This isn't gonna hide any mistakes here. Alright, let's go ahead and boost that. And even with the boost, I mean, it's still super clean. I mean, this amp is almost dimed out with the gain, overdrive, boosted, you name it, and it's still got a ton of clarity, so really good. Okay, and in the other video that I did for this one originally, I really didn't give the clean channel its dues, primarily because I really didn't spend enough time working with it to understand where it liked to be set to get a good sound. And the input gain, if it's around the 1 o'clock range to, I guess, 10 o'clock-ish, like somewhere around here, is really where it starts to thicken up and sound really good. It sounds best, in my opinion, where it's right on the edge of breaking up. So, kind of like this. So if you dig into it, you're going to get some grit out of it, but that's only when you're really hitting the strings pretty hard. Otherwise, I mean, it's relatively clean. It's not squeaky clean, but with a amp kind of like this, there's yeah, kind of getting that kind of real thick, almost on the verge of breaking up, clean sound. That's what I really like out of an amp like this. Alright, this is completely dry here. I'll turn the input gain up a little bit more so you can, well, let's start backing it off here. So it lost a lot of low end there. You know, once it gets about halfway, it starts to fill out pretty nicely. Let me grab the depth up a little bit, take that bass all the way up too. Okay, I backed the reverb down just a little bit. And a little bit of chorus here. Delay. Let's take the input gain a little bit higher. So here you can hear it starting to get starting to overdrive a little bit. And on the bridge pickup, I bet you can hear that a lot better. Yeah, so even with light picking, once the gain gets to about here, it's not clean. I'm just lightly picking here. Yeah, so you can hear it's got a little bit of hair on it no matter what, so let's keep going a little bit here. Let's just take it all the way up here. It's going to be nice and crunchy. Alright, bone dry here. Alright, let's boost that. Alright, the boost pedal, I've got the gain set at about 9 o'clock, so it's really not adding a ton of distortion to it, but the level is at 3 o'clock. Let me go ahead and I'm going to back the level down, but also back the gain up on this pedal, so all three knobs, tone, volume, and gain, are at noon here. So you can hear it's got a really nice creamy gain to it once you boost that clean channel, once it's just cranked up. Pull the gain back down so it's relatively clean here. Alright, now I'm going to boost that with the same settings, everything at noon. Alright, let me boost the overdrive channel with everything set exactly that same way, so nothing's changing here, just switching channels. Alright, besides it kind of being a bit woofy there. Alright, now with the boost. Alright, well, that was actually pretty cool. It's giving me about 4 different sounds here. I've got my clean channel. And then I've got a boosted clean, so it's a overdriven. And then I've got my overdrive channel. And then I've got my boosted overdrive. And to me, that is a really good range of sounds out of such a simple machine. Just a tube screamer type pedal up front, and yeah, I definitely didn't give the clean channel last time its fair shake. Alright guys, that about wraps it up. I appreciate you sticking through this one. Definitely didn't give the amp its proper run through and proper dues the last time, but I was kind of pressed for time because I had to hurry up, get some stuff done with it, and then send it out to its owner. But now that I've had a few days to really mess around with it and kind of figure out what all is what, I'm even more impressed than I originally was, especially with the clean channel and the flexibility with this overdrive, which is, this Austin is basically just a modified tube screamer. With that going up front, I feel like I have 4 very usable sounds. I've got the clean sound, the crunch with the boosted clean, and then I've got your rhythm overdrive channel, and then that with the overdrive boost. It's just really a really solid, it's a solid a spectrum of sounds that you can get out of it. Really excited. I can't wait to take this thing on stage and kind of get a feel for how it handles itself in a full mix with the power station. This thing, it really makes any amp you hook up to it very usable. Even though this thing is only 50 watts, it's still really loud. It's loud enough for most stage shows, And with that said, even when I'm playing the Mark V or the Nitro, I always run them at half power, just because they just behave like they're cranked up really loud, but without the associated level of volume output. They don't hit quite as hard at half volume, but to be honest, I'm still having to attenuate them with the power station so much on stage, just because of the types of places that we play. I really lose out on that hard-hitting sound, and I think most of that comes from, to me it seems like at least, it comes from the speakers themselves just moving tons and tons of air. And even when I have these things at full power, I'm having to attenuate them with the power station, or before I was using the hot plate. And with them attenuated like that, you lose that gut punch from them just running unattenuated at full power like that. So I really don't think that the lower wattage of the Marshall is going to affect the kind of that stage dominance that I've been enjoying from these other two amps. And yeah, I mean, stay tuned. I'll have I do want to do a couple of jam track videos. I kind of want to do like a classic rock one, and then more of a heavy rock type thing. I'll probably use my live pedal board for that, with the Bogner overdrive pedal and the flashback delay and the 535Q wah. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I've got the you probably have already seen, I've got the audio only sound clip that I did yesterday, and then I've got my garage jam thing with just the crappy cell phone audio, but it kind of gives a okay idea of how the thing sounds in person without any kind of special miking treatment. So this video is more for, a little bit more accurate sound in terms of the studio sound, quote unquote. But anyways, I'll have some more stuff up for this thing later on. And so yeah, just stay tuned for that. And thanks for watching, guys. See ya.